Hello friends, today we are going to look at various type of conditional annotations in Spring. So let's get started. What is at the rate conditional annotation? So it is a annotation provided by core Spring framework. This annotation you can use for registering various beans based on some conditions. So let's say you have a sample class, okay, and that you want to register in the Spring framework, Spring application context by some condition, okay. So at that time you need to use this at the rate conditional annotation. So using this annotation, you can play around registering multiple beans, but conditionally. So there are many variants of at the rate conditional annotation provided out of the box in the Spring framework. However, you can still customize as per your needs. So let's look at various type of at the rate conditional variants. So this is the first one, conditional on property. So this annotation will check whether a property is declared in the Spring application context and whether it matches the given value. So this is the syntax: at the rate conditional on property, name equal to property name and having value is actual value. So if this property is present in the Spring application context, then this conditional annotation will evaluate to true, and this my service bean will get registered in the Spring application context. So let's look at the next one, conditional on bean. So this annotation will evaluate to true if a given bean is already present in Spring application context. So the syntax is at the rate conditional on bean and the bean that you want to check whether it is already present. One good example of using this at the rate conditional on bean is, let's say um, uh, you want to initialize your data source class, okay, and that data source class is connecting uh, to the Oracle database. So what you can do is you can evaluate whether the Oracle driver is present on the class path or not, okay, and that way you can evaluate the condition. Conditional on missing bean. So it is exactly opposite of the earlier one. Uh, so it will evaluate to true if the given bean is not present in the Spring application context. Conditional on class. So this annotation evaluates to true if given class is present on the class path. Okay, the syntax is at the rate conditional on class to check on class path. This is exactly opposite of the previous one, conditional on missing class. So this conditional annotation will evaluate to true if given class is not present on the class path. Conditional on Java. This will evaluate to true if current Java version is the one which is provided as a argument to this annotation. Example, at the rate conditional on Java, and it is expecting that the Java version should be 8. If the currently running Java version is 8, then this annotation will evaluate to true. Conditional on war deployment. So this annotation will evaluate to true if application is currently bundled and deployed as a war file. So if you want to verify whether your application is bundled as a jar or a war, then you can use this annotation. Join conditions with logical OR. So if you have multiple conditions that you want to evaluate, you can join all those conditions with by using this any nested condition class. All those conditions will be logically OR together. As an example, here we are checking whether we are on Java 8 or 9. Okay, so this conditional class extends this any nested condition interface. And what we need to do is we need to provide static inner classes of the conditional classes that we want to logically OR together. So here what we have done is we have created one static class of Java 8 condition and another static class of Java 9 condition. So both these conditional classes are evaluated as a logical OR. Now how do we perform logical AND? It's simple. You can just put all your condition classes as a argument to the normal conditional annotation. Okay, so this conditional annotation takes an array of condition and all this condition needs to be evaluated to true. So that means it is performing a logical AND. So that's it for today. Thank you.